channel. And today I have my guest. These days I don't waste time talking ABC. I just go direct to the point. My guest, introduce yourself.
This is Julius. Greetings to whoever is watching us.
Hmm. Okay, so today I have a topic about people being banned from going to Saudi Arabia to work. Do you have information about that? And was everybody banned, or there are people that were going there?
The kind of information I have about it is sketchy because I also watched it on news. I think last week is
Mm.
either on the 24th or 23rd there. That's when
Mm-hmm.
the Minister of Gender, which is in charge of labor, it's Minister of Gender, Labor and Social Development, which
Mm.
is in charge of exploitation of labor, is one which released the press statement and also a letter confirming that the arrangement or the agreement between the government of Uganda and the government of Saudi Arabia has been cancelled because of certain reasons, which we also know about. I think we've also been watching social medias where some Ugandans have been complaining, others have like died in Saudi Arabia. There are allegations of like organ harvesting, so something of that kind. So it wasn't a surprise on my side
Mm.
because I'd already seen some of the things about Saudi Arabia moving around on the internet.
Okay. Okay, so what people were banned from going there?
Ugandans any,
Like
of
which
any
jobs?
category, the maids, askaris, drivers, all categories have been banned for now.
Even those who already had visas?
Yeah, of course, now that's a completely different arrangement. I think the government of Uganda is supposed to be following up with such cases because there are people who already having running contracts. I think the people who have been affected
Forget
are the
about,
ones who haven't yet gone.
yeah, forget about those who are already there. I mean, like who are in Uganda but had already like got tickets, visas. Are they going to lose their money?
At the end of the day, you have to lose their money because with
Pardon?
government, at the end of the day,
Mm.
you have to lose money, especially those who have already gotten.
Oh.
Okay, maybe the airlines can refund. At
Mm.
least with airlines, I'm sure if they can get that letter, they can refund you the money. But the visa, whether you have it or not, it's the
Mm.
visa fee is non-refundable almost for all countries. Once you pay the visa money, you either use that visa or you don't go. It's
Ah.
none of their business.
So now who is going to make a loss? I think like companies are not going to be making any losses because the ticket was not their money, the
Lot of
visa was not
loss.
their money. So maybe that
The
that
companies are going.
individual that
The
was going
companies are
to
also
Saudi.
going to. Huh? The
I said
companies,
that.
I think, are.
Okay,
Okay,
okay, go
you
ahead.
go on.
Go
I'm saying
ahead.
that the companies are also going to make losses. I don't think it's
Mm,
only the people. Remember, especially with the maids, it's the
mm,
companies who invest in money as opposed to other jobs. And most
mm,
companies in Uganda have been taking maids. So it's actually the
mm.
companies to lose a lot of money.
But are they only Ugandans who are facing such problems? Because other countries have their people there, Kenya, Nigeria, the Filipinos, Philippines. So many countries have their people there. Is it only Uganda which is facing such challenges that they have to close the agreement?
No, it's not only Uganda. I think I saw also like last 3, 4 months
Mm,
when some lady was brought back from Saudi Arabia who was
mm,
being harassed by the boss, being closed in a room, such kind of inhuman treatment. So I
mm,
don't think it's only on the Ugandans. I think it's a general problem with these Arab countries. I think they
mm.
have that animal instinct in them that other people don't have. Because for heaven's sake, why would you close a human being in a house? Then you deny them food. you reach at an extent of killing them, surely.
Or maybe even us, like when we reach there, we are not maybe doing what they are telling us to do. Maybe if you don't cook, then they won't give you food. Even us, maybe sometimes we are not good to them.
Okay, of course, you know human nature. You can't tell exactly what happens, but you see, once you have an agreement with a person, you get it,
Mm,
and they don't do what you've agreed upon. Hmm?
mm,
Because most of these people are attached to companies, you take them back to their companies, but you don't have to turn against them and start hitting them like cows. Even cows in our villages are no longer beaten. So you get a human being, you start hitting on the head. Eh?
But do you think the solution is to cancel the agreement, or there could be an alternative way?
No, for now, the first thing is to cancel the agreement, then go back on the drawing board, see what could have gone wrong, and see how
Mm,
best it can be corrected. Otherwise, you cannot
mm,
talk when the agreement is on, because you see, most of these companies are also selfish. They don't mind about our lives here. For them, as long as they get money, they keep on sending. Because our
mm,
companies are also not trustworthy, it's right for the government to first cancel the agreement. Once it has been cancelled, then the Saudi Arabian embassy, of course, has been notified. Then it's now up to the Saudi Arabian government through their embassy in Uganda to come back on the drawing board with the Ugandan government, sit down,
mm.
see how best it can be corrected. Because it is all about the inhuman treatment that is being done on the Ugandans. Because you see, almost, actually, I think like almost this year, we've had
Mm.
like 10 people, more than 10 people who have died from there. Eh? They are just bringing dead bodies back. The dead bodies have no post mortem. So even some have fake post mortems because you realize once the body reaches here, they still take other post mortems. You get it?
Mm.
So you really see that there's a problem somewhere, of which I also the blame partly goes to government. I think that also relaxed because the first time they brought like those first three people, ladies who had passed on from there, I think is when the government would intervene. But now it waited for almost a full year, till people started crying on TikToks, so
Mm.
other social medias like Facebook. Then the government had to interject and come in.
But why can't they deal with the individuals? Like if a maid went and she died, they should be tracing the home where that maid was, and then they deal with the individual. Why do they have to also affect everybody? Because some people there are very good to their maids.
You see, the challenge is that it also goes back to the government of Saudi Arabia. You know, they've given
Mm,
their own citizens so much freedom. Eh? You get it? And
mm,
because, you know, because
mm,
of having so much freedom and also allowing some of those corporal punishments, you know, they're Islam. Some of those Muslim
mm,
countries still believe in
mm,
those Sharia law punishments. So that sometimes I'm sure they do it because of religion and they feel that they have, if you've not done your work, well, you have to be punished. Mm? You get it? So,
mm,
partly, of course, I know because I have some friends who are there in Saudi Arabia, not necessarily as maids, but they are also doing other things. And they are not complaining. These people are doing well. So it's not the whole population, but at the same time,
mm,
once that agreement had been signed, of course, you see, before even that agreement wasn't there, it was business as usual between these two countries. But the agreement
mm.
came in because of those things which were starting to come up. You know, someone dies by the time the body reaches Uganda, it is cut, there are no organs inside. So even if someone said that a person was killed because of the organs, you cannot dispute it.
Mm.
You get it? Because if a person is dead, the body is supposed to be complete. But now, if you bring back an incomplete body and you don't have a reason, then you say, surely the government was right to come
But
in.
yeah, the government is right. But that person who came with an incomplete body, where was she working? That specific home.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's now the relaxed
They are
on
untouchables.
the, that's what I was saying, that on the side of Saudi Arabia, I think there is laxed with their government.
Okay.
Their government takes all its citizens as kings. They are
Oh.
untouchables. Eh? So
Mm.
probably is where we need to ask them how best can they deal with their
Mm.
unruly population.
Okay.
Hmm? So that is the answer the Saudi Arabian government is supposed to be giving to the Ugandan government, and that trust can come back again. But minus that, I think for now, yes, we are looking for money, we are looking for jobs, but it's much safer
Better
for
to
us
wait.
to first wait.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
Thank you, Julius. That's all I wanted to ask you today. And I think we
Mm.
have come to the end of this video. Do you have anything you want to say before we say bye to our viewers?
Maybe, okay, of course, we've been talking about this exportation of labor,
Mm.
especially now dealing with only Saudi Arabia, but there could also be other countries which are still doing the same thing. I know
Mm.
I have no control over them, but at the end of the day, surely, we are all humans. We come once and go. Why would you have to treat a fellow human being as an
Mm.
object? Eh? Because you see, even cows in our villages are no longer beaten. We no longer use sticks for the cows. We just tell the cows, pass here, pass here. If you feel the person is not doing what you agreed with them, I think
Mm.
it's better to just let them go than just having their passports confiscated, doing all sorts of treatment, taking them to prisons. All
But
that is
trust
not
me,
going.
they invest in them. They pay their ticket, they pay their visa, so they won't just let go like that.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's a win-win situation, surely. It all goes back to the human part of it, where we need to know. Yes, you've come, but of course, you say at the end of the day, it's okay. I mean, that one is, I think, with the maids. But the
Mm.
Askaris, the drivers, those ones always pay their money.
Yeah, yeah,
Eh? Those ones always pay their
yes.
money. Eh? So even
But we
those
have
you
not,
pay tickets
we
for,
haven't received this of those askaris who are coming back with the incomplete bodies. Usually they are made so always like in such trouble.
yeah, they are maybe I don't know whether it can be like an advice, well, to the Ugandan government. Is it
Mm.
possible for these maids also to pay their own visas?
But the money,
Because
too much money. People don't have money.
if that is the case, that's what I'm trying to say. These
Mm.
companies are getting a lot of money from these people, from these maids they are sending out. Can't these same companies? Because you see, when like when you are coming from here, the company tells you, "I've paid for you everything," and yet it's not the company which has done it. And at the
It's
end
the
of the
other
day, it's
person.
taking at the end of the day, it's taking half of your salary. Eh?
Mm.
You get it? It will take half of your salary for the number of years you be in, maybe probably Saudi Arabia, since it's the one we are talking about. Hmm? So I think it also goes back to selfishness of our companies. Someone has gone, for the 2 years, you'll be eating half of their salary, and you can't invest in that same person you pay. Why do you allow the other person to pay those details when you can still also pay? Because you're already getting that money. These guys get free money. Someone is paid 900, they are getting 900, hmm, on someone's salary, and they're going to get that money for 2 good years. Eh?
Mm.
So why can't they also be realistic and say, if the cause is because these people are paying for them visas, let's pay visas
Yeah.
on their behalf, and we
Mm.
sort ourselves out, because already the half payment these companies are getting is more than enough to pay for the visa. Eh? Because I'm sure, I think I've seen visa is around almost like $1,000, around like 3 million for Saudi Arabia. That's, I think,
Mm.
a work visa. Eh? It's around that. No, 1,000. No, it's around 2,000, 2,500, almost like
2,000?
10 million, depending on the kind of job you're going to do. But like for the maids
Mm.
and what, I think it's around 1,000. Eh? 1,000 is almost can be gotten from this person's salary, hmm, of 3 months. Can't you forego the 3 months? And at least you take the remaining, those are how many? 24 months? The remaining 19 months salary, surely. However much you want to eat a lot of money. Because I'm sure those are always the excuses these people use. I put my money, I paid my visa for this person, you get it. So if the company has paid for that visa, I think also the other employer will have no excuse of doing what? Of
Missed.
using it, of mistreating. Mm.
Okay, so they cancelled the agreement. Like, how long are they going to take? Oh, they may cancel forever.
It it's temporary cancellation, but it can still take forever just in case these people don't address the issues, our concerns as a country.
Okay, thank you so much. And that
Okay,
was
maybe the
it.
other thing I think
Mm.
you see also our nationals need also to be careful. Because you see some people
The
once
what?
they think our nationals, the Ugandans,
Mm.
also need
Mm.
to take precaution. This is about life and death. It's about their own safety, especially the maids.
Mm.
Because you see some once this like such things have happened, they are going to
Mm.
travel to Kenya, still use the Kenyan route, go.
Yeah.
So
The
it is risky.
Kenyans have not cancelled.
No, 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 it's only Uganda that has a concern. Maybe Kenya might also come in later because I have seen so many Kenyans complaining on
Yeah.
TikTok, on WhatsApps,
Mm.
so all sorts of social media being treated like animals in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. There is one who
Mm.
came from, I don't know, is it Saudi Arabia? And she was so skinny, she had lost all the weight.
Yeah, that's the one I was telling you, the one they paid for, because you know that the boss had refused to release her,
Mm.
that she needed about how much money. It was almost like even triple the money she had invested in. Eh?
Eh?
This girl had only been there for like 1 year. Eh? It's I think some
Mm.
politician in Kenya who paid the money. They said, okay, is the money the problem? They sent her the money. Then she raised the girl
Mm.
to go.
Ah, Anna.
Mm.
So I think, yeah, that's it. If you're still watching, please, thank you so much. And kindly subscribe and turn on that bell so that you get to know anytime that we'll be uploading. If we get anything that we have to add on this topic, we will have to make another video. But for now, bye bye.
Okay, see you.
Bye.